as I come in here. We're live.
Good morning.
Let's see here. What have I got going on? That's what I'm looking for right there.
I was talking to Mama. Going up to Charlotte maybe Thursday instead of Friday. And she said, you might let me go up there with the SS. Is that a no?
Yes, that is a no.
What in the world?
Oh, wait a minute. Somebody's in here. Hold on just a second, Dennis. I'm trying to get everything set up. Let's see. We got Dennis. Good evening, everyone, said Dennis. And Donnelly said hi. Hello. Hope you're doing well. Trying to get everything caught up here. Sorry, I had a customer. Right about the time I started to go live, somebody walked in. Sorry. So I had to go take care of that. But anyway, hope everybody's doing well.
I scared them all.
Let's do away with that. I don't like to hear myself. Dennis says, hey, Randy. And this is actually Justin. Hey, Mew. Reaper said meow. Hello, Reaper. Something don't feel right. I don't have something right. I don't know what it is. I'll figure it out in just a minute. Something don't feel exactly right. Anyway, I'll figure it out in a minute. Reaper said, the Younger Peanut Gallery. That's right. Been a while.
Now, I was going to stop at McDonald's. Coming up here. I forgot.
In Thomasville? Oh. I was going to say, there ain't a McDonald's unless you go up on the hill.
No, I forgot.
Let's see, Reaper said, what's going on, pal? Not much. We, like I said, just got done with a dang old Monday, and my dummy decided I wanted a candy bar, and I ate a candy bar and a honey bun and shot the sugar up. Give me a bad headache. Maria says, how did you convince him to come here? I did. I left him alone. He just told me this morning he was going to come, so he's here.
Was that up this morning? It was last night.
It was last night. Sorry, it was last night.
I tried to go to sleep a little earlier.
So I didn't pressure him. He come on his own. Chris, I think he missed the place. I believe he did. I think he misses y'all too. He enjoys talking to everybody. I know I do. Makes my day brighter. Wish I could figure out how to take those little clips you got and put them on our YouTube. I like those things. Reaper said, so bald man, have you told the Younger Peanut Gallery? No, I have not. To be honest with you, I haven't talked to him about that. Maria says, how's the new camera doing? What new camera? See, Mariah says, you always working, man? I'm always working, always. Is that your office? Well, yes, this is Randy's building. This is the upper office. Once we get everything fixed, I'm hoping that this is my office and the lower one's Randy's. But if he wants this one, I'll take the lower one. It don't matter.
Where's my office, man?
You got to start coming more often. We'll get you one if you want one. Maria said what? What you saying what about, Maria? What camera are you talking about? Let's see. Said, hello, says, is it true you're an ICE agent? Listen, if I wanted everybody to know, I would advertise it. Shh. Not supposed to tell everybody.
You get in trouble, man.
I know, right? Maverick says, did you hear the news about clock? I did not. Rice Man said, Randy, man, you choose. Choose what? What do you want me to choose? Oh. Well, I would. I'm sorry. I would, but he bought the place. I kind of got to go what he says. You got to give me a minute to get my mind straight there. I kind of let him choose because he is paying for the place. Daryl said, hey, y'all. And Maria says, oh, I noticed now you shaved your beard. I try to do it once a week. Let's see, Sweet says, hello, is it true that you're an ICE agent? I said, don't tell nobody. And especially asking the same question, get along. Do you stutter? Reaper said, went up this stage, bald man. Let's see, Daryl says, do I hear Justin? Yes, he's hiding over here. He's at a camera site for some reason. Said, Rice Man said, your office. All right, sounds good to me. I don't want that.
No, you hold it.
Oh. Dennis said, my lord. Maria says, what is he eating? You can leave that open. The air conditioner's not on. He's eating sour cream and onion chips. For whatever reason, I do not know. Let's see. Maverick says, Glock is discontinuing all their models and replacing them with V models. Okay. Riceman said, makes sense. Well, he pays, he chooses. That's why I think it's only fair. I can't really push too much on him. Let's see. Dennis said, Maria. Wait, Maverick says, hey, caved into California. They caved into California. Man, I hate to hear that. See, Daryl says, Dennis. Maria says, what is an ICE agent? Kind of like an FBI agent, I think. It's something like that. GW says $100. All right, show me 100. Maria said, he's shy kid. Maria said, adult. He's 19 now. That's right.
Wait, what'd you call?
Jane says, hey, hello, Jane. Maverick says, is that a large bag of Sour Patch Kids? Jesus Christ, yes. That is actually for our trunk or treat. There's, I think, 3 of them back there.
She called and she goes, oh, are you on the line?
Who?
Carmen.
So you ask her why she called?
Yeah.
Lord have mercy.
No. She goes, all right, love you, bye. I'm like, why'd you call?
So which one talk to you?
Yeah.
Let's see, Sour Patch Kids. Sour Patch. Yeah, I'm reading it. Sorry about that. Dennis said, Jane. Maria said, hi, Jane. Jane says, hi, Maria. Daryl says, Jane, Dennis. And hey, Justin. Daryl, did you see my heel? Jane said, hi.
What up?
Reaper said, so how's the stage 2 brain cancer and that, he's got stage 2.
Reaper.
Well, it was Bucky.
Oh.
He originally come in as Reaper, and then they started changing it around, and I said something the other day, I like Reaper, and he went back to Reaper with the orange judge on it. But I found out he had brain cancer. Daryl says, I haven't. Did it leave? Dennis says, Daryl, when the car get paint? Jane says, hey, Gary. Jane says, hi, Reaper. Daryl said, soon, bud. Jane said, Maverick. Cameron says, hey, y'all. Hello, Cameron. Carmen. Sorry, I said that wrong. Sorry. Damn, Nats. I'm trying to read fast. My bad. Carmen. Sorry.
Her coworker kept calling her Cameron the other night. Pissed her off.
I wasn't meaning to. I'm sorry.
That's why I find it so funny.
Dennis says, I worked on a job today that was really draining. Oh, James says, oh my God, there's another 200 gallons of walnuts, I bet. Lord have mercy. James says, hi, Carmen. Classic Car says, hey, everyone. How you doing, Classic? See, Carmen says, no, you've done so good. I know, I'm sorry. So sorry. I was trying, like I said, I got a headache. I'm kind of seeing double anyway. Let's see. Jane said, hey, David. 16 people, 13 likes, only 9 minutes. Man, we're doing good. Thank y'all. Classic Car said, hey, Jane. Before we get too deep into this, I wanted everybody to understand last night was a little bit, I should have stopped last night a little bit sooner than let it go through. I want to apologize to everybody for that. I tried to give everybody a fair chance. That mess went too far last night, and I want to apologize to everybody that was in the live last night.
Yeah, I didn't tell Carmen about that. I was planning on it, but...
Let's see. Jay says, Reaper, when is this getting addressed? Daryl said, Randy, R3 and Justin going to like what I picked up, and it will be coming to the channel soon. Good. Can't wait to see it. Dennis said, classic car. Daryl said, David. Classic said, Dennis and Daryl. And Olivia said, hi, Pop. T-Mew's in here if you didn't know Olivia. Reaper said, soon, Jane. Olivia said, I was jump scared. Yeah, and like I said, sorry about that. I let that go on too far, trying to give a fair chance for somebody. People have bad days, and I know I've had them. You know, well, I've done it here on the live a couple times, and I apologize, but that went on too long last night, and I should have stopped it. So I do apologize. I think that's Samantha. Where's the full? I don't know. Libby said, with that, Libby said, Justina. Maria says, hello, Olivia. And Olivia says, hey, Maria, how are you? Or is it HRU? Maria says, we all getting through hard times. That's right. Let's see. Jay, let's find another channel, please. If you don't like it, you can keep scrolling somewhere else. But you're in the wrong channel for that, please. Maria says, I'm good. What about you? Carmen says, I don't know if Justin told you, but I'll be there for Halloween. When I talked to him, he said you was going to try to be there. I appreciate it.
Oh.
Jay says, whoop.
I deleted that guy, but
You didn't have to. He was just coming in. It'd been all right.
But
actually really
tell her
good.
the
Been
time.
painting since 4. Huh?
Tell her the time. I didn't tell her the time.
It is 4 to 7, Carmen. Actually, I'm actually really good. Been painting since 4. Keeper says, brother, can you listen to music through there? Yeah, we don't got nothing against music. I usually just don't listen to the radio. Livia said, huh? Cameron said, I might be there a bit after 4 because I'm coming right after work, but I'll be there. That's
Did you say
fine.
Cameron?
Damn it, Carmen. I'm sorry, that's fine. I don't think I did, but I may have.
I don't know.
Reaper says, Annabelle doesn't know whether to push me off a cliff and take the money and take my car or stay. Well.
How high is the cliff?
Maria says, if I counted how many times you said I agree with you last night, I'll be more than 10s. I agree with you, Maria. Keeler says, Granite Mountain Hot Shots by Moss back then. Cheryl said, Livia painting a certain car. I'm waiting for a title on. Daniel says, happy Monday, everybody. Happy Monday to you, too. Olivia says, I feel like me and Carmen would be good friends, mostly because I give her ideas. Olivia said, yup, and nope, Mac. Daryl's laughing and crying at the same time. Ooh. Wagner says, hi, buddy. How you doing, Wagner?
Daniel's texting me. He's got used to me.
Why does that name sound familiar? Nope, don't know you. The name sounds, I know a guy named Wagner. Anyway, let's see, where am I at here? Wagner says, hey buddy, how you doing? Maria says, now Justin, tell me where your dad hides the bodies.
Don't you see under his bald cap?
Daniel said, what's your favorite car brand? Chevrolet, GMC, same thing. But I do like my Chevrolet, but I kind of like the GMCs on the trucks, front ends a little better. Levy said, Justin, don't tell her.
Don't tell her what?
Where did I hide the body? Reaper says, I don't know how high the cliff is. He says, they just falling off there or get pushed off the cliff's not what hurts. It's that sudden stop at the bottom that hurts.
Yes.
Maria says, I don't think this old man can drag a body. There must be someone helping him.
He does Pilates, so he keeps his back straight while he's pulling
You're right, Maria. That's too much like work. You ever see those things that deer hunters use? They got a cart and they lay the deer on one after they shoot one and roll it around. It's a lot easier than it is trying to drag it. Olivia said, Subaru is my favorite brand. They are adorable. Let's see. Olivia says, I help him, Maria. There you go.
She's got
Reaper
an
says,
awesome-
y'all are amazing. Well, thank you, Reaper.
I know, I am. Thank you. Oh, you got a little fly.
It's coming after your bald head.
It probably is. I'm going to have to get some more traps. Jeffrey says, my 89 grandma got a crush on the bald man.
He's about the same age.
Well, we ain't far off. Tell her I said hello. Uh-oh, y'all slowing down. Got 16 likes and we're just about 16 minutes. Well, there is 17 on the other phone, so let's see. Maria says, I watched a lot of crime documentaries and most of them are in America.
That's because we're cool.
Let's see. Reaper said the whole station is dying right now. Oh, Lord. Olivia said, what did you say, Pops?
With 32 laughing emojis.
Yeah. About what?
Carmen just got back to school.
You never know what I'll say. I am not the type of person to put me on speakerphone. I can tell you all that.
Exactly.
Gavin putting me on speakerphone in front of his parents. Horrible idea.
Maria said he said hello. Hey, hello there.
They think they thought Gavin was gay for a second. Because he puts me on speaker and I go, what up, baby? And then
Olivia said, well, hello. How you doing? Jeff said, hi. Hello, Jeff. We got a Jeff and a Jeffrey in here. Welcome, everybody. How's that? Let's see. Jeff says, my birthday is coming up soon. Cool. If you'll come back in, if I've got somebody here with me, I'll sing happy birthday to you. And if I don't, I'll tell you happy birthday. Reaper says, I don't get in trouble anymore when I play you guys on the TV. Good. Olivia's got hearts, heart face, kissing emojis, and laughing. Oh, hello there. Hugh said, hello, everyone. I have you on the TV listening, cooking supper. Awesome, Hugh. Jeff says, I'm always going to be here, friend. Awesome. Thank you. Y'all do mean the world to me. Y'all really do. I do appreciate it.
hey, Hugh, bring me some. I'm mad hungry.
Grandma said, hi, Pops. Hello, Grandma.
Gracie says, say 6-7.
Oh, I'm sorry. I missed one. Gracie said, say 7-6. I don't understand what all that is. They said it means nothing, but I'll say it. 7-6. Grandma said, hi, Pops. Grandma says, Reaper. Maria says, you know who also, Jeff? No. Grandma says, hi, Olivia. Jeff says, I'll be right back. I'll be back. Hale says, read my username out loud. Nope.
No.
Justin, you ain't got to delete them things. They fine. Let them play. Some of them are good people. They just trying to get under my skin. Future said you look like a man villain in Resident Evil 7. I haven't seen that, but I'm not.
Is that the woman or?
Oh.
Oh no, I know. In
Grandma
Resident
says, hi,
Evil.
Jeff. Maria says, Jeffrey Epstein. Maria says, your friend. Grandma says, hi, Maria. Cheryl says, hello. How are you doing today? I am doing awesome, and I hope you are. I said Cheryl, but it's not. It doesn't have a L in it. I think it's Sherry. Or is it Cherry? It's got an H. It's Cherry, ain't it? I believe that's what I come up with last time. Yep, I think that's it. I apologize for saying your name wrong. Reaper says.
Jack. I put down Jake. I'm retarded.
Reaper says, okay, so one of my fellow sheriffs wants to say hi. His name is Charles Watkins. Hello, Charles.
That's who they're saying you look like.
Oh my gosh. Lord have mercy. Somebody better get
Okay.
better glasses than me.
Okay.
Oh.
If you're a little bit fatter around
Let's
the face.
see. Jacob says, hi, my brother. How you doing, Jacob? Your future says, you look like Jack Baker. Okay. maybe Jack Baker looks like me. Future says, search him up.
I did.
Grandma says, hi, Sherry. Sherry says, I'm doing great, thank you. Olivia said, no, guys, Pops looks like a red man looking down. Sherry says, hi, Grandma. Let's see. Seaver says, you look like Jason Statham. I don't know who that is either, but maybe he looks like me. Got to be a good looking man, though. Grandma says, hi, Future, and hi, Justin.
Hello.
Oh, man, look at there. 20 thumbs up in 20 minutes. We're doing good, everybody. I'm showing 21 on one phone. Thank y'all. Future said, hi, Grandma.
That's
Milf?
weird.
Let's keep it a little clean anyway. Oops. Let's see. Maria said, let us see what the young man is doing. He's going to have to get on the other side of me. Let's see. Corey says, hi, mate. Hello, Corey. Jeff says, I'm back. Thank you. Grandma says, hi, Corey. He's got chips in his beard. He don't want y'all to see how messy the eater he is. No, I'm
I
joking.
probably do. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Reaper said, this is Charles. How are you doing? Bucky gave me his phone and had to use the restroom. Well, hello, Charles. We got another guy named Charles in here also. He comes in every once in a while. You do know you're welcome to get on your phone and come on in here and join the fun. You're welcome anytime. Jeff says, can I ask you something? As long as it's clean, yeah, you're welcome to. Olivia says, hi, Grandma. JH says, hi. Hello, JHH7. How you doing today? Jeff says, Highway passed away. Oh, no, that's not good. Grandma says, how are you feeling, Olivia? Olivia says, JH7. Jay says, good. You? Maria says, I heard that in America you don't say autumn, but you say fall. That made me that made me shocked. Yes, some people say autumn, but it is fall for us. It's spring and it's spring, summer, fall, and winter. Or winter, spring, yeah. Anyway.
Fall's the best.
Grandma says, hi, Jake. Jeff says, hi, Jake. 1994 says, my grandma wants you. You tell her I said hello. Olivia says, really good, Grandma. I'm alive and very well. Hey, 1994, is your grandma wealthy? No, I'm just playing. My grandma loves Jesus. Well, get lost. You just said she wanted me. Now she's already trying to cheat on me. Daggone it. I'm just playing. We all love Jesus. Jesus loves us all. Grandma said, good. Maria said, it's like you have your own language. I do. And it's hard for me to understand it sometimes. Let's see. Sam said, where's the full? You know, I think you asked that just a minute ago. What full are you talking about? Corey says, hi, Grandma. If you'll explain yourself, I'll try to tell you where it's at. Carmen says, I just found the Red Bull car on campus.
Tell her
cool.
how bad Red Bull's for her.
Yeah, Red Bull's not good for you. Maria, tell her what, about Red Bull. Tell her it ain't good for her. 1994 said, my grandma thinks Jesus had a car. He did. He did have a car. He didn't talk about it much, but it's in the Bible. Let's see. Grandma said, hi, Adore. Reaper says, all right, y'all, I'm back and I'm worthy. All right. Grandma says, hi, Samantha. Let's see. I don't know what you want me to call you. I think it's Lee. I think Lee's in there.
Leah.
Huh?
Leah.
Okay. I don't know what you're trying to say there, but okay. I agree with you, whatever it is. Just like Maria, I agree with you. 1994 says, hi, Grandma. Maria says, I don't know that because in school they teach us British English just like yesterday when I wrote color because that was what I know. That's right. And I did not know that. So you were right. You learned British English and you were right. And I was wrong because I didn't know that. So you taught me something yesterday. 1994 says, Grandpa told him Jesus drove a Honda. He did, a Honda Accord. It's in the Bible too. He didn't talk much about his Accord. 1994 says her. Grandma says, Maria, I said hi. Maria said, energy drinks is bad, but you can drink it. I'll be angry only if Randy drinks it.
Whoa, don't let her drink Red Bull. It's bad for you.
Olivia says, no, Carmen, Red Bull bad. Tastes like piss.
Exactly.
It's NOS. That's peak cinema right there. It's fire.
Monster's pretty good.
Let's see, Reaper said, wealthy, I mean. Maria says, hello, Grandma. Let's see, Grandma says, thank you. Olivia says, how are you, by the way, Grandma? 1994 says, this is unbelievable. I know, right? I couldn't believe it myself. Maria says, oh, well, my dad drinks them sometimes. Bick says, NDP Projects chat. Whoop. How you doing, Bick? You said, how is everyone tonight? I'm doing absolutely phenomenal. If I was doing any better, I'd have to sit on my hands to keep from waving at everybody. Hope you're doing well. Maria says, and if I tell him don't drink, that he'll kick my ass. I bet he gives some of them to his chickens, too. You said, hello, 6'2". Grandma says, I'm okay, Mama, thank you for asking. You says, hello, Maria, and hello, Randy's. If other Randy's watching, he's in the background. This is Team U Randy tonight, Grandma. This is Justin. He's just hiding. Let's see. Grandma says, hi, 6'2". Hugh says, hello, Olivia and Reaper. 1994 says, the mechanic must have ripped every penny from Jesus. That's why my grandma thinks right now. 6'2" says, Vic family, 100%. Whoop. You said hello, Justin. And Daryl says, you, Grandma. And you says, hello, Corey. Let's see. Grandma says, hi, Mike. You says, hello, Carmen. And Maria says, our chickens eats everything literally. If you give them dead bodies, they'd eat it all about 1 hour. Pigs do too. Mm-hmm. Don't ask me how I know. Olivia says, hi, Hugh, how are you? And Hugh says, hello, JHH. Maria says, if I die one day, they'll eat me. Probably. Charles says, howdy, everyone. Charles W. says, howdy, everyone. Thank you, Charles. He come in. I just told him he'd come in on his channel. I do appreciate it. Hit that lucky button. Let's see. Grandma says, how are your ribs doing, hon? Maria says, so I have to eat them before they eat me. That's right. Jane says, hi, Hugh. Daryl says, big. Olivia said, Pop, I was the one who told you that one. That's right. Jane says, hi, Grandma. You didn't tell me I couldn't use it. Grandma says, hi, Charles. 1994 said, my body sweats a lot. What should I do? Get a better deodorant. Or get a towel. Stay dry. Jane says, hi, Big. Olivia says, hi, Jane. Jane says, hi, Charles. Grandma says, hi, Jane. How are you doing? And Hugh says, hi. Hello, Jane. Let's see. Daryl says, they are good. Hugh says, hello, Daryl. Maria says, I think Justin missed school. I'm correct. I'm about sure he does not miss school. Olivia says, not go for it, Pops. That's why I gave it to you. Let's see. Maria said, just kidding. Jesus is king. Hello, Jesus. And what? Do not remember your name. I like calling you Jesus, though. But if you want me to call you your name, you tell me again. I'll try to remember it. But I do not remember. I got a fish memory. Anyway, Jesus says hello. Jesus, what do you drive? Do you drive a Honda?
Good.
You says, I'm okay. I'm running between the grill and the stove. There you go. Charles W. said, so wanted to hear a embarrassing story about Bucky? Oh, we would love to hear that. You said, hello, Kings 56, and hello, Charles. 1994 said, is there any way to block those MF reporters so they don't sweat? No, because then you got, all that to stay inside. You got to let it go. Let it out. Grandma says, hi, Jesus is King. In 1994 says, hey, Jesus. Jesus says, my name is...
Is that Jordan?
That is not the name you told me the other day, I don't think, because I would have been able to pronounce that. Is that called Jordan, in case you want to know? Jesus says, hi, everyone. 1994 says, do you drive a Honda? Carmen said, I've been a lot better. I used to drink Red Bulls every day, and now it's maybe every other week, if that. Then it should be easy to stop.
Exactly.
Said, but you make yourself happy. Whatever you do, it's you and yours. Some people just try to force stuff on you. I don't do that. If you want to drink them things, drink at them. Let's see. Maria says, I don't know where people in real life, their names is Jesus.
It's actually Jesus.
Jesus. Grandma says, hi, Carmen. And Olivia says, hi, remembers my name because I'm special. I'm his favorite child that he didn't have. I do like you, Olivia. Thank you. Carmen says, hi, Grandma. Maria says, fish memory. Jesus said, yes. Rumpelstiltskin says, hello, Pops. Hello, Rumple. What we talking about? Oh, Jesus and what he drove a Honda. About anything you want to talk about.
And a $5 hooker.
Hugh says, damn it. Hello, Rumple. Grandma says, hi, Rumple. Daryl says, Rumple. 1994. Jesus, how was it? Rumple says, Hugh. Maria says, Ella, lol, what doing your butt beat by some people? Lord have mercy. Why do you... I don't know what that means, Maria. I'm sorry. Livy said, Pops, you going to poison her? Who? No. Let's see. Rumple said, Grandma, hello. You said Jesus didn't drive Japanese. He drove a Mustang. That's why he walked everywhere then. Let's see. 1994 said, did you go to mechanic oftenly? No. Grandma says, well, hi. What'd you call that? Jordan. Rumple says, Metal Art, hello. Hugh says, Mustang. Yeah, that's why he walked. Let's see, we're not supposed to be talking about, that. So, we're not supposed to be talking about religion, so we better find another subject. Damn it, quit. Plasma says, love from that's Great Britain. I know that one. Jesus says, you pronounced it right. Thank you. Grandma says, hi, Plasma. Let's see. Let's see. Maria says, what do you mean by some people? I don't know. That was way back there.
Don't try to trap him.
Oh, what do you mean? That's what that means. Okay. Thank you, Rumple. Daryl says, Hugh, you know that ain't true. Jesus made it to his destination. Yeah, he walked. 1994 says, this is unbelievable. If Jesus drove a Mustang. Hugh says, I know, Daryl. Carlo, what's up? Yo, Pops, just briefly popping in to say hi. I have to have some blood work done this morning. Wish me luck. Good luck, Carlo. I hope everything works out for you. Boggy says, I'm going to kick your arse for that on Pops. I'm playing good one, though. I'm sorry. Grandma said, hi, Carlo. Jesus says, be back in a minute. Maria says, I'm feeling so cold, but I'm too lazy to turn down the air conditioner. I thought y'all turned your air conditioner off before now. Hugh says, hello, big boys. Maria said, fresh memory. Boggy said, can't stay. Got work to do. Bye, y'all. See ya. See ya, Boggy. Carlos says, hello, Grandma. Boggy, what's up, Hugh? Oh, Grandma said Boggy. Sorry. Let's see. Charles W. said, so a couple of weeks after Bucky started, he comes into the station and he goes to get into his cruiser, and a couple of us put a one-way radio in his cruiser. That day he was singing god-awful songs. Oh, Lord, I can only imagine. Daryl says, Boggy. Grape says, no hate towards anyone, but I think it's annoying when some Christians won't go to say, good God, right God. Well, like I said, we're not going to talk politics or religion in here, because we don't, like you said, no hate towards anybody. We just don't like having controversial subjects like that. Grandma said, good luck, big boys. And Big Boy says, thank you, Grandma. Olivia said, shush, Pat, that get back to work. Grandma says, hi, great. God bless you. Maria says, why do you remember everything I said like 1 week ago, but I thought you forget everything after 5 minutes? What are you talking about, Maria? I have no idea what you're talking about. I agree with you, though. Daryl said, you need a pet sniper for those gnats. Oh, pet spider. Yeah, well, I had one down there, but somebody took the spider web away. But yes, and I got the door open because I turned the air conditioner off, or Randy wanted it off while we was on the live, and I ain't turned it back on. Let's see. Reaper said, Charles, you're lucky I left for the day. It don't matter. We got somebody else in there to tell us stories about you, Reaper. Maria said, yes, my parents started to turn them off, but I still need them. Charles says, Trump 2028. Willie says, I have an interesting story for you, and is that at 6 a.m.?
Oh, you know, when me and Carmen went to Coyote Joe's.
Okay, Willie, those kind of stories can stay for your wet dreams. Let's don't worry about them in here, though. Daryl said, no political.
Huh?
What?
When we were going to Coyote Joe's, she didn't have an outfit, so she went like some thrift store and bought some stuff. But she was gonna get some stuff. And I said I can style that and that, and I styled her. And I chose what she wore, not in a weird way, but I chose what she wore to Coyote Joe's. She told her mom. Her mom called me gay.
Because you could pick it. Let's see. Charles W says, love to you, brother. I can't wait to tell more. You are welcome anytime. Willie said, I didn't wash the sheets or shower, buddy. That's all entirely up to you. But like I said, never mind. You've been timed out for a little while. Sorry about that. You should have talked a little better. We're wrong live, I said. Olivia says, if you're going to pick on me for the charge Mac Bully Boggy for the new nickname. Maria says, because you're gay. Maria says, I agree with her.
What?
She agrees with Coleman's mom that you're gay.
Wrong.
He said
Her grandma
wrong.
even called me gay. I don't even know what I did. Her grandma likes me though. She was handsy.
Oh, do not do that. You're going to make me say a bad word, and then I'm going to really get you. Levy said he is gay that while we're goofy friends with him. Let's see. Charles W. says, I won't tell any more until I talk to Bucky first. That's fine. You can tell us. We won't tell Bucky. 1994 says, will you marry my grandma? I'm already married, and that's against the law. Sorry, missed out. Maria says, I see where the issue from. He had an orange nails. Maria said, gay people habits. 1994 says, can you keep two? You can keep two. I don't want that kind of damn trouble. One's enough. Charles says, all righty, one story. Jonathan says, do a backflip.
No.
Let's see, 1994 says, if you become Muslim, you can keep four. I don't want four. Hell no. Levy says, we don't flock around you because you look good. It's because you let us paint your nails and you kind of fruity, Justin. Well, I'm going to tell you something. Them old fruity guys, they do hang around with a lot of good-looking women, so that might be all a game.
Darn right they do.
Maria says, but you say the F word a lot last night. Yes, I did. I apologize. Pigeon says, I'm almost finished. Well, thank God. I'm glad. Did you fly a lot? But if you're trying to be stupid, fly to another life. Thank you.
Stupid.
I know. Grandma says, hi, Riviera. Carol said, going to go smoke, come back and you ain't got to worry about blocking them people. If they get too dirty, we'll say something about it, but you be careful smoking. Let's see. No, I do not want to be loved by four grannies. No, I'm good. Let's see. How can I figure this one out? Staying off the grid says, put on a dress and high heels. No.
Have you ever seen this? It was my first date first time I met Carmen.
And you want to know why everybody calls him gay. Look at there. What do y'all think? Look at him. He's got his muscle out though. Woo-hoo.
You're darn right.
Let's see. Why would a man want four? One is enough. Hey, Maria, I agree with you. Sometimes one's too much. Yeah, law. Livy says, staying off the grid says, fantastic gay outfit. Grandma said, you fool of trolls tonight, Paul. I know. They just out trying to be stupid. Let them have a little stupid fun as long as they don't get too crazy. Let's see. Livy says, I had a gay friend back in high school. Maria says, oh, shit. Ooh, Maria. Olivia said, gay. Maria said, gay. Brent said, what is Randy doing today? If you're talking about me, I'm sitting there having a good time. If you're talking about the other one, he's probably hiding in the background. Or I did wake him up because my stupid tablet wouldn't work right. I called him because it wouldn't work. So he says, I don't know, restart it. So it's restarting. Well, it's off now. Libby said, gay. Libby says, fruity fruit. Garmin said, Justin does have good style. Well, they said your family called him gay. Grandma says, Hugh said, cause one of them always have a headache. There you go. Garmin said, my grandma called you gay because you were wearing a pink dress, sir. Tiki said, Magna 2028. Carmen Davis said, so when he was a rookie, we had to prank him, so we set up a fake call at a bar that doesn't take too well to sheriffs. And he went in there, and for a couple weeks, he didn't leave the station. Oh, Lord. Maria says, now how come...
Now he'll come to the chat after hearing his name. Talking about Randy.
Oh, yeah.
He's sleeping. He ain't enjoying it.
Yeah, he was asleep when I called. So he was supposed to be going to get his shower to go and do something, but so he might not even be in here. Grandma said, hi, Brent. Charles W. says, but we apologize to him. Yeah, but the damage was done. It was funny, though. You always have those stories now. That's what's good. Maria said, wearing a pink dress, it's like Barbie. Only thing would have made it better if it had been orange, wouldn't it?
Yeah. There was no orange dresses. You know what that dress was? A 3XL.
Mm.
And it fit me like it was nothing. I'm like,
let's see. Pape says, how's y'all's night going? It is going absolutely phenomenal. How about for you? Charles W. says, it was pretty funny. Madison said, hey, it says, hi, Madison. Olivia says, okay, we had to stop bullying Bubba number 2, even though he has ignored me for 2 weeks. What a good friend. He's been sick, Olivia. I don't feel good. Grandma says, hey, Madison and Angels. Maria says, hi, Madison. Olivia said, ooh, Pape. Said, just another long Monday. That's right. But if I was doing any better, I'd have to sit on my hands to keep from waving at everybody. Madison said, hey, Grandma. Olivia says, okay. Grandma says, hi, Pape. Madison says, hey, Maria. Huh?
You know what IK means?
I don't know.
It's I know. IK
Okay.
means I know.
Libby said, I know. I'm sorry.
Autism, baby.
Let's see, Charles Davis said, but he got his revenge. Oh, really? Libby says, being sick sucks, though, and TBH, it's worse.
For you men.
Now, you could have just left it at being sick sucks.
No,
You didn't have
technically it is worse for me.
It is worse. We get it a lot worse than y'all do. But anyway, Carmen said Justin wore a pink dress the first time I ever met him. That was my heads up. Well, start at the bottom and go up, I guess.
I talked to her
You might
mom
as well
once,
just go ahead and see the right up front. That way you know it only gets better. Pape said, I'm not sure why my name is coming up as my email, and my name is Jason. Because for whatever reason, they say I'm in this A/B testing thing for YouTube, and everybody's name is changed. That's the reason I'm having a hard time reading some of the names. They're not what they usually are. So I will try to remember Pape. I like Pape though, but if you don't like it, I'll try to remember Jason. Charles W. said 2 words, paintball guns. Cool. Grandma says, hi, Jason. Maria says, now, his kids in the future, when they search for photos for their father, they'll find this photo. Yeah.
Sleeping.
Look what Dad did before we come along.
What photo?
Of the one you just showed on the internet.
Oh, good luck.
Because Maria takes clips and she puts them over in her country and translate them.
Oh no.
If you've not seen it.
No.
Oh, it's cool. I wish we could do it and we could have it on TikTok here.
It's right there, Daddy. You can clip it.
What?
Right underneath your picture.
I'm having a hard enough time reading it.
See, look, you see the likes right there? I don't
Yes.
know why it says 4. There's a lot more. Look to your right.
Clip.
Yep, hit clip.
What does it do?
Nothing, just click it.
What?
Boom, you can clip it. You can clip stuff.
I mean, damn, that's all you gotta do.
Yeah, and you can clip however long you want it, and honestly, you can put it on TikTok.
Hey, I'll have to figure that out. We're gonna well, anyway, let me see. Let's see. Olivia says, I didn't mean it offensive. True women don't have the same amplifier hormones when do that why they feel like you're
That's
going.
why they feel better when they're sick. Their
Yeah.
body's fighting it off better than ours.
Oh, Olivia, you ain't offended me. I'm fine. Don't you worry about that.
Which
Jacob
one?
said, hey, brother, shoot and say, I love God. I love Jesus. I love burgers. I love burgers. I like ice cream, dude. Let's see. Charles Davis said he's got us good. He also sent up a fake call and got us off. Cool. Jason said, oh no, it's okay. Either works for me, Jason or Pape. I like Pape. I like Pape. If it's okay with you, I'm going to leave it Pape. I like that. But like touch my lucky thingy, I like it. Let's see. Maria says, and they'll find out their grandpa, he's okay with it. We listen. We do not judge.
Debatable.
Let's
I'll
see.
judge
I meant shout out, not shoot. Let's see. Joe says, what do y'all think the most American food is? Probably hot dogs and hamburgers. Jacob says, payday, payday. Okay.
Hamburgers are actually from Germany.
But if you go check any kind of American food with
Ooh.
with
I didn't get it.
quit. That makes my nose itch. Quit. On the 4th of July is hot dogs hamburgers. Man, you're gonna make me sneeze.
I didn't get it. Hold
Grandma
on.
quit. Grandma said, "Hey Joe." Olivia said, "Pops, you know what time it is?" Nope. Yeah. It's just about 7 o'clock. Olivia said, Pape says, "Yeah. Pape is my nickname from work because I work hard as a slave. I have no quit in me." That is awesome, Pape. Maria says, it'll be very funny if I posted Justin's photo in the pink dress." Yeah. Charles W. says, "All right, I go to stop telling stories before he takes out the paintball guns again." Jacob said, "Why can't we see your son?" Because for whatever reason, he's sitting over there. Usually the co-host sits back there and I move over a little bit, but he's sitting there so he can read the comments too, I guess. Let's see.
You live in a bunch of farmer.
Olivia says, "Black Betty time, Babylon." It done got a little dark now.
It's because I texted saying not my fault. She says, I know hope you feel Betty, buddy. I said, whoa, Black Betty.
Oh, Maria says, before the live started, I was translating yesterday's live." Oh, really? That would be cool. I have to do way too much work to try to find the channel to watch it, so I have to wait and then watch it all at once. Anthony says, "Hi from the UK. How's your day been going?" Oh man, it's been going awesome for a Monday anyway. Maria says, "I'm freezing." Grandma says, "Hi, Anthony." Maria, you can get up and turn the air conditioner off. I won't end the live.
Man, don't let
See, Daryl said, "Ghostly, the live I did at the car show, Black Betty got me in trouble." Oh no. Charles W. says, "And he froze the paintballs. It hurt like," oh, I bet so. Tell another little story while you talking about that. We got these, if you haven't watched, we got these gel blasters. And they give me one of them little things there. And you soak these things in water and they come out little BBs, just one of them. Well,
You can't freeze them though. You know that?
I didn't.
I tried to once.
But anyway, I don't know if I can't show them to you.
I got you.
Here, just hold that. I'm losing my.
What up?
Let's see.
There you go.
But anyway,
Hold on, I got it here. Oh, your fat behind's in the way.
but that's what they are. And old Chester, he was over here and he saw us shooting each other. So he told me, he held his hand up. He said, "Here, shoot my hand." So I threw that thing up and I shot him. Shot him on the edge of the thumb. He snatched that hand back. It well took the corner of his thumb. Randy gave me hell for shooting. I said, "He told me to." I don't think he'll ask me again. Let's see. Mary said, "I'm freezing." Grandma said, "Hi, Anthony." Girl said, "Olivia, the live." Oh, I did that. Charles said, "Hurt." Jacob said, "Hey, brother, just take your paint gun outside and say hello to my little friend." Pape said, "The last time I was in this live, you showed me your boy's shop. It's super. Well, thank you. And unfortunately, it's dark, or I would show you again." Maria says, "Yes, you do, would." Maria said, "Can't even go to the bathroom because I'm scared you'll end the live." Maria said, "Just kidding." Now, y'all remember the 31st, we are going to try to go live and let it play the whole time for 31st and November 1st for the trunk or treat and for the appreciation day. So that'd be a good live to check out, everybody coming checking everything out. Daryl said, "Tonight's premiere video is brought to you by the Blue Mule." All right. Maria says, "What are those, drugs?" Lord, no, Maria. Maria, if you don't know us any better than that, we don't do drugs. Drugs are bad for people. Never done them. Those are little, the gel blasters that we use to shoot everybody with, or shoot each other with. Grandma says, "Yeah, Mac." Charles W. says, "Oh yeah, we had all kinds of whelps, I bet." Olivia says, why, Blue Mule, I don't get to see that truck much, but I'm also addicted to her. Jacob says, hey, Halloween is week Friday. Don't eat all the candy. That's right, we got a bunch, and I'm supposed to have some more. I ordered some more coming. Adam says, yo. Grandma says, hey, Adam. Maria says, I don't think I'll be able to watch it. Yeah, well, it is during the, well, you're right. I understand the time. It's from 2 to 4 for us. 4 to 7, I'm sorry. Let's see, somebody deleted him and he's right back in there saying stuff, ain't he? 1994. But, Daryl says Adam. Adam says Daryl. Then Adam says Granny. This is why this was so gay thing. Block Murray come. Well, like I told you, we need to come and have a little bit different conversations. Grandma said, Pops, what are you doing on the 1st? The 1st is the Appreciation Day. Everybody, all the YouTube people are coming in and we're cooking. It's going to be an all-day event. Grandma says, Adam says, Maria. Said Olivia says, hey, Adam. Daryl says, how about now, Andrew? Maria said, drugs addicted don't admit they use drugs too. Well, I don't care about them. I know what we do, and it's not drugs. Pape says, heck yeah, man. Yeah, those are terrible. I've seen people go down rabbit holes on them. Yeah, and believe me, we don't no part of them. So Adam said, Lowell Mac. Jacob said, hey, brother, don't forget, either Thursday, Thanksgiving is coming up. Yes. This year's just about shot. Y'all know that? Maria says, because I have college in that time, but I'll try. Oh, so you've started. I didn't know when you was actually going to start. You said something about it, and I thought you said November. But anyway, Jesus has said, I'm back. We knew you would be returning. Lewis says, I'm beating you, Mac. Premier is the Blue Mule today. Starboy said, okay. Daryl says, who all will be there the 1st, Randy? I know Mike said he's coming. Ryan said he was going to try to come. Now, Adam, I don't know if Adam said he was going to try, but I don't know if he was coming or not. But I don't really know who's all coming, but everybody we've thought and tried to invite. It's all welcome to anybody that wants to come. I know that. Thank you said he had to work that weekend. He wasn't able to do it. Let's see. Adam says, I'm going to try to make it to the shop on the 1st. Grandma says, hi, Starboy, amen. Maria said, no, hasn't started, but I should start sleeping early at least a week before college. I agree, Maria, and we understand. Hugh said, hello, Adam. 009 said, how much you drink today? It depends on what you're talking about. Water, Pepsi. I think I've drank 3 Pepsis today and a cup of coffee. Adam said, I'm always up for another trip to North Carolina, and you're always welcome. Adam said, GV. Grandma says, you going, Mac? Jesus says, Hugh says, I have to work every weekend. That's fun. It's happening. Yeah, the fun is happening. Daryl says, you'll be live too, so I'll get to watch it at least. Grandma says, Jane, you going? Jane only go if I send an Uber. Daryl says, I think Pug said he was going to try. Yeah, Pug said something about going. He was going to try to come. See, Pape said, we all have to work and pay bills and raise kids. Well, I've raised my kids. I still got one that call me every once in a while, want $1 or $2.
Oh, whoa.
See, said, Maria, we're sending you a plane ticket. Maria said, send her a limo car and she'll come. Maria said, LOL, I hope. Yeah, I can see everybody sending a plane ticket over to see from Maria. I bet she wouldn't come if you sent it.
Yeah.
Daryl said, lol, as Justin would say. You said, right, it's called life. That's exactly right. Believe me, that 4-letter words bit us in the butt several times. Papa said, he said, woohoo, woo! Daryl said, I know plenty of people with limos. Jesus said, Jesus said, never been to North Carolina. Well, today's the day to go. Well, the 31st and the 1st would be. Come on. You've probably told me, but where are you from, Jesus? Don't tell me Israel.
Why not?
No, just joking, making a joke. Adam said, life bit me in the butt one time and chewed a little bit lower yet. And it cost him a leg and give him a limp. Grandma said, we are from North Carolina also. Yep. Maria says, I've seen plenty of limos in real life. Cool. Jesus says, can't. Would love to, though. Papa says, I'm in Virginia and it's dark already. Yes, it's dark here, too. Makes me mad. I hate doing that. Jesus says, in Alabama, though. There, okay. Hugh says, lol, Adam. Maria says, well, that's a bad joke. I know, it was. Good thing I got good friends. Jesus said, lol, as Justin would say, lol. Let's see. Daryl says, I've built and drove limos, hearse, fire trucks, and an ambulance, not including multiple law enforcement vehicles. Just don't build a killdozer. Papa says, I don't mind it as much. I can't stand it getting dark early. Maria said, Justin, know how to whistle too?
No.
Nope. Jesus says, I like it. Adam said, Daryl, I've ridden in law enforcement vehicle. Does that count? Maria says, if you send me a private plane for me, I think I'd think about coming here. Maria said, lol, just kidding. I couldn't waste the money to send it all the way over, and you say, I ain't getting on that thing.
Facts.
I'm not going to go see no rednecks.
Facts.
Yeah, in a bag.
You know what?
Facts, what you just said.
Facts.
Oh, I thought you said facts.
Oh.
He said facts. Facts. Oh, let's see. Yeah, we got in a lot of trouble last night. Let's see. Oh, look who's here. Randy said our biggest fan would love to come. Daryl said, sorta, I've been behind the wheel and cage. Haha. Libby said, Boggy Shelby knows how to whistle. Let's see. I don't know exactly what to make out of all those words together or whatever, but N2H says, what the hell is this? This is a dang good live. If you want to be a part of it, welcome. If you want to be crazy like some of them other ones, you can keep scrolling, but we do appreciate you coming in. Grandma said, don't flatter yourself. Maria says, what does redneck mean against? Again, I forgot. Justin, look up what redneck so we can give her the abbreviation.
You look at him as a redneck.
Let's see. I'll tell you what. Okay, Google.
I was about to do that.
What does redneck mean? Let's see what Google says.
Redneck is a derogatory term primarily used for white working class or lower class individuals in rural areas, especially the southern United States. who are stereotyped as uneducated, unsophisticated, and sometimes prejudiced. Historically, the term is thought to originate from the sunburned necks of poor farmers who worked long hours outdoors. While generally a slur, some people have reclaimed the term with a sense of class pride.
There you go. But we're not prejudiced. We love everybody. Let's see. What does the red? Let's see. Adam says, "At least you made it to the wheel." Grandma says, "Hi, Art Randy 3." Maria says, "I'm not the biggest fan. That was a lie." Adam said, "It means me, Maria." Really Silly says, "Whoop, never mind." Hugh says, "Whiteboard that are in the sun all day and their necks get burnt." Hugh said, "White boys, they can't jump." Maria says, "So you say it without knowing what it means?" Wow, Randy, I do. It's just trying to explain it to you. Jesus says, prejudice, is that what it's supposed to be?
Prejudice.
Prejudice. Oh, no, we're not prejudiced. See, I can't even say it. Let's see. Randy says, "Hey, Grandma." Maria says, "Well, I still don't know what does it mean."
Mm.
You don't listen, Maria. You just don't listen. Let's see. Jesus says, King says, "Oh, okay." Papa said, "Well, I'm a redneck then. Work paycheck to paycheck." That's right. Grandma says, "How are you doing, Randy 3?" Maria says, "But I'm not a white boy." Well, it just says, well, it did say white boy, so you did listen a little bit. Let's see here. What we got here? Hugh says, "I watch every video and like it and comment and watch 99% of those lives, so it's probably me. You can send me a plane." There you go. I would send one, Hugh, but you would have to work. Randy says, "I'm good, Grandma. Kind of just rolling around." Maria says, "Because you didn't explain it right. That's the reason I asked Google." See, I listen. It's you that don't, huh? What'd you say? Daryl says, "A little bit, lol." Hugh says, "Yeah, if I didn't have to work." If I didn't have to work, I'd be on the ground rolling around, laughing my ass off. I said ground, but it's floor, ain't it? Grandma said, we not at all. We get along with everyone. Mr. Randy right here is the best person you could meet, and he treats you like family." Thank you, Grandma. Maria says, "I've told you what my real name is in English, but I'm glad you forgot it anyway. I like Maria better. Whatever your real name is, I like Maria better."
Mm.
See, Adam says, "Hugh doesn't work. He goes there to go on break." That's right. Jesus says, "Facts." Maria says, "Mr. Randy, question mark." Randy says, "Maria, your real name means flower, doesn't it?" Grandma said, "Everyone here are very nice people." Maria said, "Nope." Randy said, "Well, dang." Hugh says,
That long abbreviation.
he rolling around on the floor.
17 floors.
I ain't lying. Jesus says, "I got a big heart." Hugh says, "Hey, I'm Union." That's right. Let's see. Papa said, "Nice eagle on the flag on your wall, sir." Well, thank you. Maria said, now if you want me to read that, let's see. Zebra means flower. One time a girl who named Zebra had it on her name means in English.
Olivia's saying we need go-go juice.
Huh?
Olivia's saying we need go-go juice.
Oh,
What pisses that?
She wants to hear Black Betty probably.
Exactly.
Let's see what her name means. Never said, doctor said my heart was enlarged, but he was happy with that. Awesome. Oh, okay, Maria.
Wasn't happy with that.
Huh?
Wasn't happy with that.
My heart was enlarged, but he wasn't happy with that. Well, what's he gonna do about it then? Oh, okay, Maria. Tell him you got a big heart. We love everybody. Olivia said, "Go juice."
I think she has autism.
Let's see. Curtis said, "Howdy, hello, Curtis. How you doing tonight?" Hi. How you doing? Let's see. Maria says, "Be right back. Don't end the live." Shh.
We ended it there. Oh, what time does Carmen need to be here? November 1st?
It's an all day thing, so whenever she wants to come.
She wants time.
9 o'clock in the morning.
9 o'clock in the morning.
Let's see. Grandma says, "Hi, Erwin." Let's see. Daryl says, "Okay, Randy, you need ice cream before the live, right?" Yes. Daryl says, "Ha! You said ice cream. I like ice cream."
I wonder what she's going to say to 9
Well, I said whenever. I mean,
She said, say what?
see, I said whenever. It's an all day thing.
Whenever you want to come, woman.
I don't even know who's all coming, but hey, let's see. Papa said mint chocolate chip is the best. Lotus said, "Hello, Lotus."
What up, woman?
Hey, Lotus.
Papa's back.
Let's see. Jesus says, "I still want some." Daryl said, "Lotus." They said, "Lotus, they won't give us go-go juice." Lotus said, "What's up, Olivia?" You said, "Hello, Lotus." Lotus says, "What's up, Team U?" He said, "Woman." Grandma said, "Hi, Lotus." And Lotus says, "Hey, Hugh." Hugh said, "Peanut butter cup from Walmart is the best." Damn, that was stupid. Pinched myself. Lotus said, "Go-go juice." Jesus says, Rocky Mount and vanilla. Rocky Road and vanilla. I said Rocky Mount. That's dumb.
Autism.
Yeah. Lotus says, "I heard the knockoff Randy say woman." You said, "I buy half a gallon every other day." Olivia said, go juice. Go juice. Lotus says, "How you feeling, man? Better?"
Good.
Good. He said, "Good. Good." Let's see. Jesus says, "Bluebell." Grandma said, "Pops, my granddaughter Alley Cat is here," and she said, Hello, Alley Cat. Hope you're doing well." Big says, "I'm out, everyone. Stay safe. And remember, guys, if you see a toilet in my dreams, don't
Use it.
use it." Okay, Big. See ya. Have a good one.
I'm going to use this all
Daryl says, "Adam, how did the touch up go?" Lotus says, "I have a monster. Is that
the go-go.
go-go?" Lotus said, "Even if it is just a random car, we need some go-go
She's
juice."
talking about gas.
Lotus says, "I got some nitro." Daryl said, "Later, Vic." Olivia says, "You mean rice burn?" London says, "Look at the dome on Buster." Yeah, that's right. Woo! Let's see. Papaya said, "What's your favorite all-time car?" Probably a 1969 Camaro.
Yeah, you also likes the dancing.
Olivia said, "Burn." Those said, "No rice, just methanol." London said, McGraw said, "Randy Threes," she said, "Hello to you too." Olivia said, fine, do a live, Lotus. I want to see that monster do a go-go. Lotus says, hey, I got a 400 Panda horsepower over here. Randy says, hello, little one. Hugh says, 1970 Chevelle SS LS6 454 M22 Rock Crusher 4-speed. Corvette silver with black SS stripes. Which,
You gotta turn to.
oh, you want to read?
No.
Oh,
I might fart right here, though. Tell you what.
listen, we are on live. You need to be quit now. Don't try to mess with me now. I don't like it. You're gonna
I
tear the
haven't been up
seat
here in
up.
a week, man.
I know. Don't muck with me now. All these people coming here, we only got 32 and 33 likes. Y'all come on now. Touch my lucky thingy, please. Which I guess it's all the same one in here. I appreciate all y'all that have. Let's see, Daryl said purple
Nurple.
nurple. Lotus says, go, team, you go. He gonna break my seat in a minute, then I'm gonna be pissed. Papa said mine is a 76 Corvette. Let's see. Graves says, hello from what's that?
The Void.
The Void? Hello. Daryl said 36. Well, you're showing 2 more than me then. Jesus said pretty much the same people. Honestly, yeah, you're probably right, but that's fine. These are the ones that really stick together. Thank y'all. Later said, that phrase is gross. I ain't touching your lucky thingy. Touching my lucky thingy, please. See, Carlos says, I'm back. Y'all bloods is all done. Did it come out good or did I tell you later? Grandma says, okay, gotta take her home. See y'all later. See you, Grandma. Be safe. You says, I love the mid to late 70 vets, but emissions choke them down. Later said, what's up, Carlo? Graves says, I drive a 1992 Ford Ranger. I'm sorry. I'm playing. Team Jacob says,
No, he's not.
well, come on now. We really don't care, but thank you for the comment. You said, welcome back, big boys. Jesus said, lol. Lotus said, what's up? Carlos said, what's up, Lotus? Grandma said, good night, Pops. Thank you for your love. God bless you and your family. Grandma, God bless you and thank you for coming in. You be careful. She said, good night, everyone. God bless you all. Jesus said, bye, Grandma. Randy said, see you, Grandma. Have a blessed one. Daryl said, night, Grandma. Jesus says, you too. Lotus says, hey, little Randy, how's the horses treating you? Carlos says, Doc, we'll get the results later, Pops. Okay. We'll still be praying. Hope everything works great. Hugh said, have an awesome night, everyone. Got to take the grandbaby home. All right, Hugh, y'all be safe. Olivia said, Pops, positive vibes only. That's right, positively. Randy says, hey, Lotus, they're being nice. We talk about people. Let's see. Daryl said, later, Hugh. Carlos says, thank you, Hugh. Lotus said, can't stay long. Stuff going on, all right? Randy says, see you, Hugh. Carlos said later, Hugh. Mattis says, bye, Hugh and Grandma. Lotus says, hey, at least the horses always listen to and don't talk back. That depends if it's Mr. Ed. Daryl says, I need my back cracked. Let's see what we got here.
Ooh, I need my back crack too, man.
$43.99 says I got a 1976 Camaro SS. She's a beauty. Shout out from South Africa. Well, hello. Is it Daniel? Muds, man.
Randy says put a pin in South Africa like there's not 45 countries in South Africa.
Well, find South Africa and put a pin. We'll put you a pin in there
Well, this
for the world map from South Africa. Let's see. Daryl says, Maddie. Jesus says, bye, Hugh. Carlos says, hello, Madison. Madison says, hey, Daryl. Olivia says, I'm not I'm not staying. I'm gonna go fishing, painting. Bye, guys. See you, Olivia. Thank you for stopping in. Madison said, "Hey, Carlo." Lotus said, "Later, Olivia." Madison said, "Bye, Grandma." Randy says, "I don't need my back crack anymore." Let's see. Lotus says, "Hey, Madison." Madison says, "No, you don't." Madison says, "Hey, Lotus." Daryl says, "You have half an hour, Olivia."
You want to pop my back real quick?
Jesus said, "What's the pen for?" We got a world map up there, and when people come from different places, we put a pin in for the people that come in from different countries and stuff like that. People tell us where they're from, we stick a pin in for them. Let's see. Olivia says, "Might not make it to yours either, but I'll send Andy your way, Mac." Maria says, "I'm back." Welcome back, Maria. Lotus says, "Show and explain the map." Jesus says, "Oh, okay." Lotus says, "Hey, Maria." Olivia said, "Wait, actually, screw that. I forgot Blue Mule. I'm staying." Tokaz says, "Hi." Maria says, "Did you put a pin in for Jim?" Yes, we did. For anybody that's in here, or like I said, Sarlu, like I said, we got the world map up there because we got people. Of course, we're right here, and we got people all through over here, all the way over here to Australia. We got people all in India, Afghanistan, Iran, Iraq, Saudi Arabia. See, we got several in Iraq, Maria. It's kind of hard to see because they're different color. We got them in up here at Russia, Poland. We got people that's come in all over. We even got some right here, Jamaica, Cuba. Yeah.
Peru. We don't have.
Yeah, we got a lot of people that come in our lives, and we put pins in there for them. Let's see. Tosha said, "Please shout me out." Okay.
When'd you get to 2.7K?
It ain't been long. Let's see. Hayla said, "Jesus loves you." Lotus said, "Later, guys. Have a good night." See you, Lotus. Randy said, "See you, Lotus." Daryl said, she's still there. Ghostly, I thought they're back home. David said, "Did you put a pin in Kentucky for Annie?" You know something? I do not remember. Randy, did we put one in Kentucky for Annie?
Alright.
Hey, Randy.
Oh, you already hung up. Do it.
I don't know. Randy, did we put anybody in for Kentucky for Annie? I don't remember.
Said Kentucky.
Did he?
Yeah.
Okay, Randy just told him to. Later, Lotus, Jesus says, "Pretty cool." Halloween said, "Jesus loves you guys. He loves you too. Jesus, you too." Maria said, "Now your face is famous in countries you'll never visit." That's exactly right. Please pin California. So put one in California.
Alright.
Let's see.
I've been to Kentucky.
Olivia says, "Annie will be here till the end of the month for my birthday, Mac, and all the family is here. Both guest rooms are full, and my room, since it's the most quiet, has Annie's kids sleeping in it." Cool. Madison says, "Bye, Lotus." Pape said, "Please, no politics or religion." Hey, Pape, got it? Daryl says, "I see." Jesus says, "Can I have one for in Alabama?" Or no, yes. Randy just told him to put one in Alabama for you. See, Randy says now he is now. Olivia said, "Bye, Lotus." Mr. Andrew, is that right? $2. Thank you. You put one in California for Andrew, right? Andrew, am I saying there ain't a W on it? But anyway, thank you. Olivia says, "We didn't need to do that, Mr. No, you did not have to, but we do appreciate it. But we got you up here." Daryl says, "Wow, Andrew, free Palestine." I did. I freed them this morning. They keep coming back. I mean, they like it here. but I let them out every morning. Ryan says, hey, y'all. How you doing, Ryan? Jesus says, thank you. Olivia said, Ryan, Papa, he said, politics and religion cause more arguments. That's why we don't do it in here. Ryan says, hello, Olivia. Daryl says, Ryan. Olivia says, Ryan, help me. We need go-go juice. Jesus says, explanation point. Ryan says, hey, Daryl. Maria said, Ryan. Madison said, hey, Ryan. Carlos said, Justin, hey. Carlos said, hey, Justin. Ryan said, go-go juice. Hey, Maria. Hey, Madison. Did you hear me? Carlos said, hey, Justin.
Oh, hey, Carlos.
Let's see. Bella and Olivia. Olivia said that from Carlo. Olivia says, gas. Ryan, tell them to give them some beans. Maria said, when are you going to wear winter clothes? It's got to get cold first. But you will not see me in much more. The only thing you'll see different is a long sleeve t-shirt. That's about all I'll put a long sleeve t-shirt on under one of these or under my orange shirt, and that's about all you'll see. I don't get wrapped up. I'll put a coat on if I go outside, but I normally do not wear a bunch of winter clothes. I wear the same clothes year round. Ryan said, LOL, what are beans? Ryan said, beans. Olivia said, hey, Carlo, how are you, buddy? Maria said, no, yes. Let's see, Randy said, hey, Ryan. And Ryan said, hey, Randy. And I'm called up.
I was watching a shrimp.
Oh. Let's see. Carlos says, I'm okay, thanks, Olivia, just a little anxious. Randy says, Maria, he wears a black and gray jacket during the winter, and it's like the orange all he wears. Yes. If you'll look back at some of the videos, you'll see my my black and gray jacket. I wear it a lot. Let's see. Daryl says, are you planning a bonfire for the get-together? I hadn't planned on it, but it's not a bad idea. If the wind ain't blowing, I'll be glad to. I got plenty of shit I can burn. Ryan said, I'll be bundled up this year. It's already hitting the 40s here overnight. Walking the dog is awful. I let the dog go. He'll come back. He knows where it's warm. Olivia says, it was 30 here this morning. Boggy had to wait like 30 to 40 minutes to warm up the super this morning. Dang. Kate says, hi. Randy says, Daryl, I have something in mind to burn. One particular tree. Carlos says, how are you, Olivia? Maria says, men only have 3 or 4 outfits in the closet, and somehow it's enough for them to wear for years. Exactly. We're simple people. We're simple creatures. Ryan says, yeah, them cold starts are a hell of a thing. Randy says, Maria, that's right. I miss my brown pants. Hey, go see if somebody just come up. The lower thing just went off. Libby said, let's see. Brother Jesus, we don't need 1,000 outfits. That's right. Libby says, I'm wondering if I'm in the shop with Boggy, but I'm painting the flag on the Lee at the moment. Ryan says, thankful my minivan warms right up. Daryl says, it was 38 here this morning. Lord. Jesus said, simple creatures. Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. Carlos said, that's awesome. Olivia, Randy says, I ought to unloop the heater core in the blue truck. You're going to have to. It gets a little chilly. Let's see. We're going to have to do something with that truck real soon. You got to get better.
Thanks.
Daryl says 3 or 4. Who's spoiled?
What?
Yeah, I know, right?
3 or 4 what?
Outfits.
Oh, thanks.
Richard B said, hey, boss. Ryan said, I'm so damn cold this year. I'm not ready. I'm not ready either. Walker said, it is cold there. Is it cold there yet? Some people saying it is. It ain't quite got cold yet. I'm still in short sleeve.
I still got a fan on.
Let's see. The other day I went in there to T-Mew over here buying, he has his dang window open. Wonder why it gets so dang cold. Let's see, sick. Carlos said, what's up, Randy Jr.? Rich says, hello, Pape. Said, yeah, I'm 42 and I have 4 pair of pants and 5 shorts. There you go. Shirts, I'm sorry. Lewis says, why anxious though? You good, Carlo? Carlos says, hello, Richard B. Ryan says, I am weird. I have a lot of clothes, but I only wear a few shirts a week. Daddy Trump said, white power, brother.
No.
Richard said, big boys, Jesus is better cold than hot. No, I like hot. I do not like cold. Ryan says, like each week. Randy says, I have 1 less pair of pants now, and I'm sad. Yeah, and 1 less shirt. They cut both of them off, didn't they?
And underwear.
Well, I think you got the underwear back, didn't
They cut that.
you? Did they cut the underwear too? Lord have mercy. I'd have fit they'd cut my underwear. Listen, Rich said, baby, it's cold here. It's cold outside. Carlos said, just get that way sometimes, Livy, even without trigger. Randy says, hey, Carlo. Scarlett says, you look like a bag of chicken for stray kids. Okay, whatever you say, buddy. Richard hit that like button, Richard said. Panda said, is it culture appropriate if you braid? Oh, man. Y'all fellas have got to really in the wrong lives. Somehow y'all clicked in the wrong place. Maria said, my dad has shirts from 2010. It's like 15 years ago. The shirt I wore the other day, Maria, I got when I was at the railroad the first time and that was 15 years ago. And I still wear shirts that, I've got shirts. I was wearing the t-shirt that I got in 99 when we bought the camper brand new, but I believe it finally faded out enough last year. I think I put my arm through it somewhere it wasn't supposed to. Randy says, yeah, they did. Carlos says, I'll be okay. Thanks, Olivia. Olivia says, I may or may not be wearing Metal Art Custom t-shirt, but I also may or may not be it might be Boggy's. Rhea said, these things belong to the museum. Jesus says, no, as long as we can wear them, they're not. Jesus says, I have a sweat condition and sweat easily. That's why.
Yeah.
Let's see. Olivia said, just worried for you, Carlo. Daryl says, oh, Olivia. Rhea said, you should start Randy Museum to put your shirts in after you die. Carlos says, thank you, Olivia. I'll be okay. Get some meds into me shortly. Daryl says, I have shorts from the 90s. Yeah, Maria says, or put them up for auction. Ain't nobody going to buy my clothes. Just go higher, says, God bless you. God bless you too. Ryan says, I have a few pair of pants that are over a decade old for sure. Maria says, I get rid of most of my clothes after 3 to 5 years. Dang, they just start wearing good then. Rich said, I'm not working on the 57 anymore. Oh no. Pape says, yeah, I still wear clothes from the 2000s. Boggy, hey ass, I told you no. Daryl said, Boggy. Boggy says, I got a t-shirt from 91. Boggy said, hey, Mac. Ryan said, why, though? Clothes get nice and comfy after a few years. That's right. Maria says, I'm going to buy them and put them in a frame. I know that guy. He was a pretty cool guy.
Pretty bald, too.
Yeah, pretty bald.
A little gay, but...
Let's see, Carlos, I think my sugars are a bit high too, Olivia. That can mess with your mind too. Yeah, that's one of the reasons I was having a little problem reading when I first started this. I'd eat too much sweets right before I come here and it'd give me a headache. Let's see, Rick said, Rich, I'm sorry, it's beyond repair and I'm just done with messing with it. I hate to hear that. Daryl said, 57 what? Mike says, I meditated before I came in, so I'm calm and collect. Hello, everyone. Hello, Mike. Buggy said, hell no, Olivia. I told you why you can't wear the one If you touch that, I'll be really pissed. Olivia says, okay. Maria says, at least tell them to wash them after you die. I don't need stinky orange shirts. I want them clean. Ryan says, hey, Mike. Daryl says, long. Olivia says, no need to get your pants in a wad. Panda says, would you rather date a supermodel with AIDS? Yep, there you go. Daryl got you. We don't ask stupid ass questions like that. There, Randy says, hello, Mike. Carlos says, what's up, Buggy? Let's see, I'm showing 38 and 39. Can we stretch out 40? Any new people in here? Before y'all get booted out, how about hitting that likey button for me? Jeff said, I'm back. Welcome back, Jeff. Let's see, 4252 says, you ever put a plunger on your head? Nope. Pape says, women can't wear the same clothes. Their weight changes. Oh, you did not say that, Pape. Livy says, I think I'm pissed off on accident. No, ain't no way. Oh, I think I pissed him off on accident. I thought you was talking about you, Olivia. I'm sorry. Well, when he tells you no, he means no. Mike says, hey, Ryan Mack and R3. Jeff says, how are you? I'm doing well. Hope you are. Well, somebody hit that likey thingy for me. We went over 40. Thank y'all. Olivia said, excuse me, my weight does not change. Jeff says, I got some new socks. Thank you. I got new socks. I appreciate that. I need some more socks. Somebody behind me keeps taking mine. Man, that makes me mad.
Bark, bark, bark.
Let's see. Mike said, Justin, are you creeping back there? Yes. Why he's saying over to the side, I don't know. But hey, Daryl said 42. Yes, I'm showing 42 and 43. That is awesome. Pepe says, I did, sir. Ryan says, yeah, he's back there. Daryl says, remember, everybody, if you don't hit that like button, worms are going to crawl up your nose when you lay down to go to sleep tonight. It's real. I'm telling you right now. Hey, the other day, Maria wouldn't hit the like button, and Scorpios come over for her. Scorpions, I think is what they call them. Maria says, I thought his girlfriend bought him new socks. That youngin eats the socks, I believe. He does. I think he takes them off and he just throws them. You never find socks after that youngin's got them. Let's see. You know what really grinds my gears? First and second. Jeff said, and it's John Cena. Randy says, not pushing the clutch in all the way. There you go. Olivia says, I was only joking though. As soon as I say something about that 91 shirt, even if it's just a question, he gets really pissy. Well, if you know that, then don't say it. See, we're simple creatures. Don't piss us off. Jesus said, lol. Daryl said, lol, R3. Ryan said, Ryan's laughing. Maria says, well, I can argue because I can't argue because I steal my mom's socks too, because I always lose. How in God's name do y'all lose socks?
Exactly.
But this youngin' can. I'll tell you what. Daryl says, you mean mine, Maria? Ryan says, my wife steals mine from time to time. Maria says, yes.
Bark, 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 bark.
Let's see. What time is it? Oh, it's going to kill. I got to figure out a video to put together. Let's see. Daryl says, I now have pink socks. I would say I'd get them. Nobody'd steal them, but I'm sure he would. Olivia says, I just hang in the shop. I'll show Justin and please show POS, Justin. Baby says, I don't lose socks. I leave alone. I don't lose socks. I live alone. That might be the only way to keep them. Bree says, I don't know. I put them in the washing machine and one of them always gets lost sometimes, both. I understand that too. Bree said, the washing machine is hungry. Daryl says, wet sand, a red car with white socks. They don't go white again. Now I know what you mean, yes.
You got the black truck keys?
Yeah.
You don't like it. Randy's asking me if I can look for his holder. Your phone holder for his chair. You think he might left it in there?
Let's see. Tim says, I lose socks and women. Davey says, I bought 50 pack of socks and my dog took a dump on all of them. Man. Should have put them things up a little higher. Let's see. Papa said, well, get rid of the dog. Yeah, keep the socks. Let's see. Mike says, well, what the heck are you feeding him, baby? Yeah, I know, right? Daryl says, right. Is that not the same word?
I don't see it.
Let's see. Chris says, do you consider yourself a social person?
No.
I mean, I guess I'm social. I mean, I don't mind talking to people. Olivia said, Justin, what? Carlos says, hello, Long. Olivia says, what do you mean, comp? Long says,
It's a good shirt.
I mean, Mike says, voice text can't understand Davey for some reason. Oh, okay. Ryan said he is on his lives and if people stop by. Daryl says, I stick to myself and don't tell to anyone. Never see me in front of a camera either. So Daryl said, believe me. Red says, I mean, making a lot of friends and love talking to them. Like I said, until I got this YouTube channel, I don't keep friends because they always stab you in the back. I've got a lot of acquaintances. I know a lot of people from working at Thomas Bus, and over the years, I know a lot of people. But as far as friends, I really haven't had friends until this YouTube thing. But and I don't mind talking to people. Sometimes I talk too much, whether you believe that or not. Let's see. Carlos said, "What's up, Mac?" Levis says, "No, it isn't. It's so torn and raggedy. It ain't even funny." Jesus says, "I feel that." Daryl says, "Same here, Randy." Maria says, "Nice." Pepe said, "People are scared to get out the house these days. I'm a people person." Well, I like people, and I mean, but there is so many people out there right now that it's straight to your face. They'll talk good about you, and then before you can get out of their sight, they're already talking shit about you. And I can't. That's the reason people don't understand Randy and myself. Justin's a little bit quieter. He don't quite go like that, but you know where you stand with Randy and me, and we're pretty straight up with you. And if we don't like you for whatever reason, usually you know, and usually you know why. We're pretty straight up about it, and people do not know how to take us because of that. I would much rather you be straight up than go talk behind my back. I can't stand a chicken shit person. Let's see. Olivia says, I was about to say, you saying you're not my friend, but you said before the YouTube thing. That's right. I did not. I have got friends now, and it's these YouTube people. I'm telling you right now, y'all have done more for me than anybody in the world's ever done for me. And I want to tell each and every one of you, thank you. Maria says, and at school, I had a couple people that I knew at school and everything. I know a lot of people from school, but I was so glad to get out of there. I hated school. I went there and I was only there long enough to get out and I was gone. Maria says, yeah, I know a lot of people like that. Daryl says, at school, I was with the wrong people. I pretty much stayed, I stayed a lot to myself. Maria says, gossip assholes. That's right. I cannot stand it. That's the reason why I don't like the drama. I'm done with that mess. I can't stand all the drama shit. I mean, a lot of people, it's just like this one right here. We got, Beloved Dreams 81, whatever. I mean, you know, he's wasting his time typing this stuff in. And I just don't understand it. Why do people want to come in and try to do drama shit? And I don't know this person. And they can scroll right to another live, but they trying to come in there and mess up something. Daryl said, someone is double dipping shows. Maria said, 90% of my friendships from school. Papa said, yeah, I understand that people talk about me at work, and I don't care. I'm a floor leader, and I try to teach young kids how to work and it doesn't matter, they won't listen. The young ones usually do not. Olivia said, some of the old ones don't either, but most of my friends were hoes, to be honest with myself, and are gossiping assholes got me into a lot of drama. Yeah, try to steer away from it. Yeah, a lot of the young people now think they need to pick up where us older people have made it to. They don't want to start from the bottom. And Toys R Us, I bet you like to watch it. Daryl says, got me behind bars. Alexander, you sound like a sheriff. Nope. Maria said, lots of people think that if you're different than them, that means they have permission to hate you and treat you like shit. Yep, you're exactly right. Let's see, Olivia says, I ain't friends with them no more. That's good. Stay away from it. It ain't worth it. Mike said, that's not the way the world works. You have to pay your dues. That's exactly right, Mike. Randy said, Maria, like us not liking cats.
Cats suck.
Oh, man. Like, I've got a person at work that pretty much, well, they were born when I was graduating from high school, and they think I'm supposed to do everything they're able to do and work the same. I've already given my time. I mean, I was working when he was just, getting smacked on the ass and crying for the first time. And that just annoys me. I mean, don't get me wrong. I still got a job to do, but he thinks he's better than everybody. Maria says, no, that much difference. No. Livy says, well, it was kind of the opposite for me. Everyone wanted to be friends with me for some reason. I was a hot topic of my high school years. Oh, Daryl said, cool. Daryl said, most the friends I had in school are either in the ground or jail. There's like 4 of us left in our class, and one is a preacher now and a high school shop teacher. Let's see, Mike said, most of you won't get it, but Alf like cats a lot. Pape says, I haven't missed a day's work in 12 years, sick or tired. I get up and go to work. Well, when I started getting paid for my sick days, I'll take them, but if I'm sick, I still go to work. You got a job to do, you go do it. I got to be pretty dang bad for me not to go and do my job. Now, if I'm not going to be there, they know why. I don't try to hide it and try to come up with no bull crap. If I tell them why, you know what's going to happen, right? Or there's a good reason for it. I can promise you that. Levi said, Boggy is like that too. Daryl said, that's the way to be, Pape. Maria says, I should be careful at college. I've heard if you do anything wrong, they'll spread rumors about you, and that makes me scared. If you don't do what they think you'll fit in, they'll do it. But now I don't know how it is where you're at, but here, let them talk. Just do your thing. That's here. Now I don't know about your situation. Olivia said Boggy doesn't get paid if he calls in sick. Daryl said, right, Ghostly. That's right. When you work like that, you got to go to work. Well, somebody took their light back. Oh well. Ooh. Thank you. Thanks for y'all who did, but anyway, or didn't take it back. It said, like Mike said, Papa, it's called dedication. That's right. Well, we also, when I grew up, you do what you say and say what you do. Your word meant everything. To people nowadays, your word's nothing. This country was built on your word and a handshake. Not anymore. Papa says, I work in a nasty factory. I've been there since I was 19. I worked for Thomas Bus, and that place was nasty. I worked there 23 years. I've been at the railroad now for 15, and that's not including the jobs before then and everything. So, and Bria, I really want to just stay right here at this shop and work's what I want to do. Let's see. Maria says college society is scary here. As I said before, most people come to have relationships and all that silly things. Not everyone is interested to learn. I do understand. I think that is a lot of college life.
That's all of our college.
They're there for either a ball game or some sport or some girl or guy or something like that.
Well, they're just to get
Maria said most people get married by college relationships.
Yeah.
That's usually about the way it goes, whether they all go. I mean, a lot of girls and guys, don't get me wrong, I'm not just saying that, but I mean, a lot of people go to college, they go there to party. They ain't worried about nothing. They screw everything up they leave behind because they go to party, and then they find out later it wasn't worth it, but oh well. Yep. Carlos says, I'm starting to calm down now, Olivia. And we got 3 minutes and you're calming down. We just get to going. And your day's just starting, Carlos. Oh, I was trying to figure out why my timer was off. It's because that lady come in needed some tires.
Yeah.
Mike said, Carlo, Daryl says, gotta go. See y'all later. See you, Daryl. I'll have it on, but I'll have to have a video going here in a minute of something. So, but I will have it on. Same said, where's the full? Well, I think we asked that at the beginning, but I got it. I'll show it to you. Hang on right there. Hey, did you hit that like button for me? Carlos said, what's up, Lo? I said low. Daryl said I should get the Hummer back tomorrow. Cool. Same said, yes, I did. Well, thank you. Then I'm not gonna lie to you. I ain't even looked for the full. I have no idea. I think there is some down there. But thank you for hitting that likey thingy for me. David says, bye, going to go to Mike's premiere. Yeah, I got 2 minutes. I was gonna ride it out. Maria says, we're for Halloween. I've never been, I don't want to say it loud, but it's always been put to me that I was stupid for wanting to dress up. So I don't know. I've got kind of mixed feelings. I don't even know if I'll dress up or not. I've thought about it, but Believe it or not, I'll probably just wear something orange. I thought about going to get me an orange jumpsuit and just have numbers on the back for being in jail. But I don't know that I'll dress up. I've thought about it, but I looked at a couple of those air suits I thought would be funny, but I doubt I will. See, K2R said, I have no idea. Maria said, frowning face. I know, right? I'm just a party pooper. Mike said, orange, I would have never guessed. I figured that's what Maria would say. You look too old to be on YouTube this late. That's what you were saying. Well, I am fixing to bring it to an end so I can go over here to Metal Art Customs premiere, and I do have a video, so you're probably right, K2R. Let's see, you never guess. Maria says, it'll look good. Mike says, you get dressed up like a pumpkin, you'll be orange. There you go. Papa say, I work hard every day. I can't stand lazy people. I would raise that way. Exactly. Mike says, you could put eyes, nose, and a mouth on your orange shirt and be a jack-o'-lantern. That's right. Let's see. Modern. How about 928? Ever done drugs in your life? I have never done an illegal drug in my life. Or prescription drugs other than what was prescribed to me. No. Let's see. Maria says, wow, orange. I don't think you wore that color before. Nope. All right, everybody. I'm going to have to go. I don't want to go in on Daryl's premiere there. I do appreciate everybody coming in and talking to me, and I had a good time. Everybody jump over to Metal Art Customs premiere. Y'all have a good day, good night whenever you're watching this. And remember, keep it silly. Thank y'all.